Hey YouTube, we are back this week with UVS Hermit for a Take 10 episode. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. So, first question, icebreaker. What was the last thing you ate today?
I ate some Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets in the car on the way to make this meeting.
Some spicy
'Cause
nugs, huh?
some spicy nuggets, because everyone wanted to take their sweet time today when I have somewhere to be at 6:15.
Oh
So,
yeah. So I'm
so I just
sorry.
ate them I just scarfed them in the car.
I'm sorry that you had to eat your spicy nugs super fast and you didn't get to enjoy them.
That's fine. I've had them a dozen times. I still like them.
Okay, okay. I personally have never had Wendy's spicy nugs. So I've had normal
They're good.
nugs, but I've never had spicy nugs. So
The spicy nugs are pretty good. They're not too hot to
yeah.
where they're like burning your mouth, but they got that
Sure.
nice sizzle to them.
Okay, okay. Awesome. All right, question 1. How'd you get into UVS? What got your interest in the game and what kept you here?
Well, as we were saying before we went live, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player for like 15 years, and eventually got priced out of the game. I was judging more than I was competing, and I thought, I can't afford to keep up with this, so I gave it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then a friend of mine, any old heads might know Brett Hillman from Vegas.
Yep.
I was actually friends with his wife, and she said, "Hey, my boyfriend plays this game. You should probably check it out." I'll take a look. So I went on Google and tried to figure out what this game was about, and I saw that they had Mega Man,
Sure.
which is one of my favorite nostalgia bomb childhood games.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what like characters do they play? And I saw my favorite from like Mega Man 4, Pharaoh Man. I was like, I got to get into this game. So I bought a booster box of Rise of Masters and a Wily starter deck from Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah,
And
I remember
used
that.
I used that paper thing that folded out like a Navy life raft and taught myself how to play this game poorly. But I pulled a Pharaoh Man out of my box, so I was happy. And then I think 3 weeks after that, Tim Keefe won Worlds with Pharaoh Man. So I was like, hey, I've got good taste.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you did. Yeah.
yeah, I love the Super Smash Brothers type gameplay of just mixing all these IPs in and figuring, what works best with what.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what got me into the game, and of course, I love the community. You and I have a funny story about how we met in person for the first time, because you gave me a deck I'd never seen and to help me out at Worlds when halfway between Oklahoma and Vegas, I realized I forgot all my stuff. so that's a great thing to figure out 4 hours into your trip.
That's the best.
But you hooked me up, you helped me out, and we've been cool ever since.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I just love that this community is always, for the most part, good to help each other out with open arms.
Yeah.
So, as someone who comes from the very toxic community of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, it was just so refreshing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what else helped keep me here, on top of I love all of the brain tingles that this game gives me.
Oh yeah. I think that's what a lot of people like the game to begin with, is that your brain gets a lot of the neurons firing, as the kids say, right? Like you get to
absolutely
multitask at the same time, which leads into our previous conversation about the mental load articles. So,
Yeah.
But
tune into the full stream recap for that.
Yeah, exactly. Look up for in case you missed it episode afterwards. All right, set two. Question 2. What's your favorite symbol
Crimson
in the
Rampage.
game? Yeah. What's your favorite symbol in the game?
I'm a control player, so I'd have to go with either Order or Evil.
Okay.
I like Order because of a lot of the defensive mechanics of it. I stun you, I can commit your stuff, I can, draw more cards. Evil has a butt ton of Breaker, and I love Breaker. So I'm just like, any way I can punish you for trying to hurt me, I'm good.
Okay.
So Evil and Order.
Evil and Order. Now, is this stem back into the...
Definitely my two favorites.
Does this stem back into the old game too, or is this like just as of lately?
Yes.
Okay, all the way back into the... Oh boy. Oh, because
my first two characters I built were Pharaoh Man on Order, and then Tomahawk Man on Order.
Tomahawk Man. That guy was not a control player, Cameron.
No, but that was when I was learning how to play the game.
Oh, fair.
And I didn't have all my control pieces. So I was like, I have a whole bunch of cards with the scale thing on them, so let me pick the two people I have with scales on them. and go from there.
Scale thing, because everyone knows that Jesse Cervini always tried to break Tomahawk Man into the ground. So you know that Mr. 59 attack Tomahawk Man.
Trust me, we had a when I was getting my locals here. Yeah, and I've heard horror stories about the mature too.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was getting my locals here started, we actually had a little girl, this little 12-year-old named Trinity, who was a little psychopath. She didn't care about defense. She just wanted to punch you in the face as hard as she could, as many times as she could.
Yeah.
And back when you could attack on turn 1, I just built her a very aggressive Tomahawk Man, and she just went to town.
Sure. I mean,
She was like, I just want to hit people. I mean, okay.
Everyone has a gimmick, right? Like, her gimmick
Yeah.
was punching people really hard.
She
Awesome.
was freaking hilarious, too. I miss her.
All right. Now, this is the question that could hinge the entire conversation. Question 3.
I doubt it.
I know. Question 3. Marvel or DC, and why?
So it's not even close.
Sure.
DC.
Yeah, let's go.
Straight up. And I'll defend this by saying I wasn't much into comics as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know much about, Superman, Marvel, all that. But I did like Batman because I loved his rogues gallery.
Sure.
I love that it's mostly just normal people, even if they are just crazy.
Yeah.
I love the Riddler. I have a soft spot for characters who are smarter than everyone else.
Okay. Sure.
So for the longest time, I loved Batman just because I liked his villains.
Mm-hmm.
And then I discovered that John Constantine is DC,
Yeah.
and I love Constantine.
Sure.
I actually got to meet Matt Reeve, who plays Constantine from the CW.
Yeah.
And he signed all of my DVDs.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's a cool dude. So yeah, DC over Marvel, it's not even close.
Hell yeah, man. We love that. We love that. We love that in this house. We love DC. I love Marvel too, don't get me wrong, but I have the Teen Titans tattooed on my arms. So for a reason,
My wife's a huge Teen Titan, Robin, Nightwing stan.
Oh, Nightwing
My
is the
wife
greatest
loves
superhero of all time, and I'll fight anybody.
Oh yeah,
outright.
my wife would agree with you on that.
She has great taste. All right.
I would hope so. She married me.
Hell yeah. Chase goes, you finally found one in chat. I know, it's great. It's great.
I know, every time I hear on these Take 10s, everyone says Marvel, I'm like, man, if Chris could get me on there, I'd probably be the first DC person.
I mean, Danny last week is a DC fan for the stories. They're a huge Daredevil fan, but DC for the stories. So it was DC then Marvel.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good. So, all right, number 4. I may have an idea of this. Your favorite IP in the game. What is it?
Seventh Cross.
That was not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Yu Yu Hakusho, but that's just me.
Yu Yu Hakusho's a close second, especially for Dark Tournament, because I waited 5 years to play Elder Toguro.
Hell yeah.
But because I was still kind of new to the game when Seventh Cross was coming out, just learning all of that different mechanic, I love the art, I love the lore.
Oh yeah, the lore is the best.
From that world, I really want them to remake Seventh Cross in UVS to where they're just transforming characters instead of Gage.
Yep.
Give us the other half of the roster, please.
Oh,
I made a whole hour-long video on this by accident because I was like, oh, let me just talk about Seventh Cross for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour and like 10 minutes later, I was like, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, that happens.
So because I just went through all of their roster of what this character could do. The art's beautiful. I really want it back, man.
I mean, we all want Minato back, right? Like we never got him, and we want him.
No, and he's got some sick art with that stupid car of his.
He
that
throws
is crazy.
cars, trains, and planes at people. How can you not want that in our game? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's the rated R trains, planes, and automobiles we never got.
Hell yeah. I mean, I love Seventh Cross art. Like, whenever Ben comes to locals,
Gorgeous.
he has the Wear Light playmat, and that's like still some of the best art I have ever seen in our game. Is the card Wear Light. It looks so good.
Eugenia is my baby.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
Eugenia and the Cheshire Cat. That is my best girl.
Okay.
I will stand them to the day I die.
Okay. Like, I didn't really have a Seventh Cross character I really vibed with at all. Like, I liked them all. I thought they were great, but like I just at that period it was like, did that come out after MK? It did, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So like I was already like waist deep into Codal blood, so you weren't
Yeah.
getting me off that guy at all.
Blood for the blood gods.
Yes, all the blood. We want it all. Somehow I'll make like a
Yeah, but
GIF,
for me it was
yeah.
Eugenia and then Dejanette. Yeah.
Yeah, DJ still gets played in retro events all the time now. Like she's super super good in retro. Like she's super
She's
good.
super controlly too, because I remember, teaching a friend of mine. He got in with my hero. I was like, yeah, let's play with some of the old cards. I played Dejanette, and I had him read her. I was like, read her carefully. And he allowed me to get 3 extra characters and 8 momentum.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
And then once he started playing something, I'm like, no. He's like, you can just do that. I'm like, you didn't read her well enough, did you?
Just can't let her get momentum.
Fault.
Just can't let her get momentum.
No.
That's it. That's one thing. Like, I wish we had like more proactive momentum hate, other than just like your rival spends 1 momentum. Like I want what's that Bakugo card to come back? Explosive Pride, where they burn for X amount and then they have to discard it if they block it, because fuck Godzilla.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's also that what's that one? I think it's from.
Because we got the one from Critical Role,
I don't remember what
and then
the
we
name of the
got.
card is, but it's a.
We also have Waylay, which is bad because it just removes it for the turn, and unless you abort the attack,
Crushing
it comes
Step.
back. Oh, that's like a.
Crushing Step, the 7/7 that says after it deals damage, your rival spends all of their momentum.
Yeah, but that's also like a 7 diff move, right? Like.
It's an 8 diff.
It's an 8 diff. Yeah, I'm not. No. I need something more. I need something more. What's the word? Value. Not value town, but more efficient than.
Yeah.
An 8 diff.
I could definitely see.
Because we have 7 diffs that are 6 low for 7s that get 3 extra damage if your rival doesn't have the Titan keyword on it. So, but. Anyway, here nor there. We are getting away off track.
But who's counting damage when you're Godzilla?
Yeah, not me, because I just block it all. I try to. All right.
Rodan player.
Yep. Set 5. Set 5. Again, set 5. I have question 5. What is your favorite mechanic and why?
Probably Breaker. I love very defensive control-y abilities, especially if I'm just like trying to control the pace of the battle.
Sure.
Because that's just always the kind of player I've been. But I'm honestly really enjoying Echo. Because as someone who is not quite an old head, I'm a younger old head.
Yeah.
Multiple was insane. And I like that Echo is just scaled down multiple and it's a little bit easier.
Sure.
But it's also just value. So I really am enjoying Echo and what they're doing with that. But yeah, probably Breaker's like just my favorite mechanic.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check hack you, and that's gonna be my defense. It's not gonna be a lot of speed or block. I'm just gonna punish you for trying to play the game aggressively.
Yeah. Like that's what Breaker's really good because like all these decks that want to aggress into you and if they check bad, Breaker just compiles that on top of their bad check, right? Like
yeah.
It's just one of those really cool like the spoiler alert for friends and rivals. We're going to talk about the AOT3 case event. Both decks were Rodan that went 1-2 in Swiss standings. Both of them were playing the Breaker 3 move. They were playing Barrier Shield. They were playing other Breaker moves, So like, yeah, like it may be some of the best defense right now. You block and Breaker, and then if they're going to fight through it, they're going to fight through it. Most decks don't try to fight through it, but some people were just like, okay, I'm going to kill you anyways. So it just happens, right? So it's just crazy.
Yeah. Like at Nationals, I played Elder Toguro on Evil, and I was playing Barrier Shield into Twisty Surroundings.
Sure.
I had Fighting for Control, so I'll hack you when you try to play something, then Breaker you, and really try to stop some of these aggro decks like the Godzillas that were running around. So I like to play little squishy 7-handers, and that's my defense. My defense is you don't get a stage.
Yeah, I mean, on face, he also has defense because you just nuke the speed down and you flip it, right? So, like, he gets extra defense.
Yeah, I could do that. Or nuke the damage down with something like an invincible body, and then Breaker block you or something.
Yeah, very true. Very true. All right, question 6. Do you think the ban in errata list every month is doing its job?
Yes, because I think its job is to encourage transparency and communication with the community. I don't think it's necessarily there for every month for them to be like, hey, we're going to keep up month to month with like events and see what's going to get hit. Because with only having like one event a month, that's really hard to do.
Correct.
Especially when you have 3 regions spread out over 3 months. It's kind of tricky to keep up on all that. So I think it should be looked at more of the job of the list is to keep them transparent and keep communication open, and I think it is doing its job there.
Okay. It kind of echoes. Did you just watch Zach's Take 10? Because that's almost word for word what he said. Like, you guys are sharing like brain cells on that one. So you guys are, you know.
No, I didn't have
No,
a chance to.
I'm just giving.
I told you that I was gonna watch another Take 10 to get the questions before you sent it to me, but no, I didn't have a chance to watch.
Jason Chat.
I think the last one I watched was Rebby.
Okay, Jason Chat said this like a month or so ago about. I asked him the same question, and he's like, "Well, if it's to get the information out there on time and for people to expect something at a on time or whatever, it's doing its job, right? Like it's like you said, it's transparency. It's being an open line of communication for them to the players. So yeah, cool, awesome. All right, we're in the home stretch. Number 7. If you could have one IP brought into the game, what would it be?
See, this is the hardest one because I have actually made 2 videos on my channel about a year ago. My top 10 video games I want and my top 10 anime that I want.
Sure.
Unfortunately, most of it's way too obscure for this game to actually do well with. Like the video game Omen of Sorrow, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
No one's ever heard of it.
No.
The game was actually fundamentally broken. You couldn't play certain characters. It sucked.
Okay.
But I loved it. But I'd want to see the Netflix adaptation of Shaman King.
Okay.
Because that went from story from beginning to end. It finally finished it the way the manga was supposed to, not how 4Kids did it. And I actually made some custom cards for my boy Faust the Eighth.
Okay.
For Nick Reagan's card creator.
Okay.
So I want to see Faust get some justice. He deserves better than he got in the Shaman King card game. So I want to see. Yes, some redemption. I think there's a lot of cool ways for them to use the mechanics of our game, to bring these characters to life and how they would play. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite shows.
Okay.
But History's Mightiest Disciple, Kenichi, is not big enough a property for them to get.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. I think you make a good point though. Like people are like, well, I want this IP or I want that IP, but like, is it going to be financially positive for them?
Not half the ones I want.
Well, I know, but
they'd
like
be passion projects.
Sure, like you could have those, but like you really, when someone says, "Well, I really want this," why don't you have this IP? And then they go, "Well, how many people actually know it exists?" Right? Like, is it going to make money for us? That's the reason they go for tentpole IPs, and then supplement these tentpole IPs with Challenger series, like what you're talking about, like let's say like Full Metal Alchemist, tentpole IP, right? And then you can have your Zatch Bell Challenger series decks pulling from the 90s, right?
Ooh,
like
Zatch Bell would be cool.
Like I don't know, it's just you have you just have to like realize that your IP may not make them as much money as you think they will, just because you want to say, well, I'll buy 3 cases. Well, but will everybody else buy 3 cases?
Yeah, but that's only 3 cases.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's just, I don't know. People just have to lower their expectations when they're asking for IPs, because if it's not going to make them any money, they're going to be like, no, we don't want it, right? Like.
Yeah, just because the IP is cheap doesn't mean you're going to make your money back after everything else that goes through.
I mean, like, they should just start doing nostalgia bombs. Thundercats, Silverhawks, Voltron. Come on,
bring Mega Man back.
Give us the 80s and 90s love we deserve, us old people. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're the ones with the jobs that can pay money. So.
I didn't want to say it. You heard it here first. UVS Hermit's an elitist. There you go. We got it. He came on. He's up there on his hill. Get your jobs, kids.
It's not untrue.
No, it's not untrue at all. It's not untrue at all.
Yeah, on my hill, shaking my fist to the heavens.
You finally came out.
Get off my lawn.
Yes. Question 8. This one is very near and dear to me and to most old heads like yourself, because we know all about teams. We know how real teams should be played. You get your choice of two
Is
players.
this a bad time to mention I've never played teams before?
Oh my god, really? You've never played teams, period? Like, seriously?
Period.
Oh my god, I thought you...
Any time that I've had a chance, all the teams have been fulled up, and no one's been looking.
Gotcha,
so,
okay.
no.
So, you get your choice of
had a chance.
two players. Can be current or retired. To pick for a teams event. Who are they and why?
So I'm going to cheat here.
Go for it.
Because I've actually got 3 answers for this.
Oh my god. The man's done his homework.
I've got my... Well, this is the one that I'm thinking, like, who could I not piss off?
Oh,
but,
don't worry about it. Don't piss
for just
off.
fun and games and enjoying it, I've got my 2 locals,
Yeah.
Dylan Woody and Olin Cox.
Okay.
I've taught them both how to play the game. I think it'd be real cool to join a team with them. For the chariot ride, I just want someone to carry me through, carry me over the threshold so I don't have to do any work. It'd be Tim Keefe and Keenan Meadows, because they are 2 of my Mount Rushmore, and I've actually lost to both of them in the same tournament before, and that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why the UFS gods hated me that day, but they're like, you're going to play Tim Keefe, and then right after beating Jacob Johnson, you're going to go and lose to Keenan Meadows. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Let's keep me humble.
Was that wasn't the Akuma run then, I assume?
No, that wasn't the Akuma run. The Akuma run, my first person I lost to was Broberg, and I think my second person I lost to was...
It was the mirror, right? It was Iari, right? Playing the mirror, I thought.
Oh, why can I not remember his name?
It was
the... No, I beat Iari round 1.
Okay, that's right.
And you
that's
were surprised.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sweating that whole match.
Yeah.
But no, who was the UFS Thanos who got like Gill banned and all that?
Oh, you're talking about Mark Tyner.
Mark Tyner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost to Broberg and Mark Tyner almost back to back
Okay.
at the Akuma Worlds.
Okay.
No, this was at the retro event 3 nationals ago.
Ah, the Sunset one. Okay.
Yeah, the Sunset event. I was
Gotcha.
playing Tim Keefe 2.
Mm.
I beat Jacob. I beat someone, and then I lost to Tim Keefe himself, which was hilarious.
I bet.
And then I beat Jacob Johnson, and then I lost to Keenan Meadows. I'm like, why am I having to play all these
Yeah, just the curse.
people who I actually know?
It's
because I know I'm gonna lose at that point.
It's the curse of playing. It's the curse of playing Tim Keefe too. You just know that, right? Like, it's just the way it is.
It was so funny to sit down across from him. I flipped over my character. And I was like, well, this is awkward.
Ah.
And he just started cracking up. He goes, if I didn't want to give this Astaroth one more run, I'd be playing that too.
There
That's
you go.
good to know.
Yeah.
And he just smacked me
And then
down
you
so
said
hard.
you had a third answer now. What's your third team?
Yes, the third answer would be the content creator
Mm.
team of you and Brett from UKVersus.
So we're just here for promos then, huh? So that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm down.
We're just here for the content.
Hell yeah.
We're here to farm content out of it. Just put cameras on either side of us.
I mean,
there we go.
I mean, Brett can make content out of anything, right? Like he
can make content out of a ham sandwich. The man's just built different.
Yeah, he just built differently. Yeah, I don't know. That guy's nuts. He's just crazy. So, and you have to put up with him every Sunday. So that's,
I think he puts up with me more than anything else and my bad American hot takes.
I think their English hot takes are worse. So yeah, there you go. Heard it here first. But anywho.
Didn't feel like that getting double teamed by him and Connor from the Daubers.
Oh,
I definitely felt one-sided at that point.
Yeah, of course. Oh, well, sure, you're on their turf, right? But if they were like on our turf, we would be, we'd be the dominant ones, right? So that's just the way it goes.
Oh yeah. So. I told him we went to war over tea. Don't tempt me.
Oh yeah, I know, right? All right. Question 9. What's your favorite current deck right now?
That one's kind of tricky because I'm the type who builds a different deck every week just to keep my mind fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I have been running with a Karasu that I'm actually uploading a video for tomorrow, focused on the rumbling. So that's pretty fun because it's
Wait,
like,
what
okay,
now?
you're gonna lose all your foundations, and
Wow.
It's Karasu
Yeah.
from Yu
No,
Hakusho
I know.
tournament.
Yeah, I know who you're
Rumbling.
talking about, but I'm just like, what? It's just like, that sounds
Yeah.
wild.
So I play the rumbling, and then my rival's like, oh, I'll just discard my whole hand. Cool, you're taking 10 here. Then we're both gonna blow up a foundation, and then I'm gonna Irwin's Final Charge you, nuke my stage, and double up on that damage, and you lose. And they're like, well, that's certainly a way to play the game.
That is a way to play the game, unless you get filled with doubt in it, then it's sad. So, yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. Luckily, I've dodged all of those, but
Yeah.
it just plays Rumbling,
Mhm.
Unyielding Destruction, and Irwin's Final Charge, and I just go ham.
Ah, okay. So you just want no one to have fun. I get it. That's just the way
Yeah,
it goes.
I was just like, for my first stream on Twitch, I was like, I'm gonna build a couple of decks for the Rumbling because no one's paying any attention to this card.
Yeah.
And the Karasu one actually looked fun, so I
Okay.
built it, and I was like, oh, this is dumb.
I did a thing with Tam over the weekend because he came in for the case event. And him and Rebby stayed with me on Saturday before they went home, and we did he made a boss battle versus Aaron, the Founding Titan, and the Rumbling is actually viable in that format because whenever you make the boss discard cards, they burn. Whenever you make them stunned, they burn. So it was I think it's like a 3 mid, right? It's like a 3 mid. It's
a 6 mid 10.
Okay, so it was a 6 mid for 16. And then I was playing Flock, and I had 7 backups out, so I could double it if I wanted. So yeah, it was cool. Flock was super sick in the team in the 4-player team thing because Tam was playing Annie, and he got a move to like 26, and I was like, I'm Flock, double it. So it was like for 52, and we killed Aaron.
Yeah,
and
first form double,
Oh.
first enhanced double it.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. Yeah, and I was protecting people by going first enhanced, no damage. I was just like, I'm amazing, I'm Flock. It's great. No one likes this guy, but this guy's great. In the team battle, I should say.
That is
So,
hilarious.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, like I kind of want to, like after doing that, I kind of want to check out the character and see like, because there hasn't been a lot said about that character. Like, right, he may be like the best Falling Titans deck. Blah 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 blah. Whatever.
I was about to say, I said plenty.
Yeah.
I've been very vocal about that character and my dislike for him. So.
Ah, gotcha. Like.
But I remember Mark Tyner's Shield Big Bang deck, so maybe it's just trauma.
Yeah,
so.
it could be trauma. Yeah, it could be. So. All right. So as we wrap up tonight's episode, this week's episode of Take 10, question 10. Where can people find you? And do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at UVS Hermit. And I'm also in the Discord under UVS Hermit.
Mm-hmm.
I make a lot of easy to teach content, new player friendly content. I'm kind of breaking into competitive, but unlike people like Chris who may have more competitive experience, I felt like I need to earn my stripes first, so I'm kind of just taking that slow.
Just make it.
But I've also started streaming on Twitch every now and again, once or twice a month, doing deck building streams.
Mm-hmm.
So UVS Hermit _IX.
Okay.
You can find me there, trying and struggling my way through figuring out how streaming works.
Yeah. It's not the easiest thing. It's very difficult.
Because, like Chris, I'm an old man.
Yes. In technology.
And I'm also on the UKVersus podcast every Sunday.
There you go.
So, I'm the token American.
The token American. Nah, they're the token UK people. That's what it is. And then, yeah.
Well, what's funny is, I think the only reason I'm on there now is because I was their most recurring guest.
Ah, gotcha.
When Richard stepped down, Brett was just like, do you just want to stick around? I'm like, I mean, I got nothing better to do.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
That's sick. We like that. Awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, you'll see me out. I'm down from my mountain, as Chris Smith told me to do.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll make sure to link everything in the description box of the video, so please go give Cameron a like, follow, sub to his YouTube channel. He does a lot. He is, like I said in the Discord blast tonight, he is one of the unsung heroes of the unsung hero of the content creator group in our game. So he does do a whole lot. He's very solid. He's just there for us to just lean on. Like, what do they say? When you were at your worst, and
I certainly try.
You carry everybody, and there's only one set of footprints on the beach. It's that thing, right? Whatever that saying is, you're carrying everybody in the long distance.
I certainly appreciate that. I certainly do my best.
Yeah,
it is
welcome.
A lot of hard work to keep this Hermit School running, but especially when they're adding new mechanics to every set. And
it is something, right? Yeah.
It keeps me busy.
We can also find you, because we kind of talked about it in the pregame of the episode, which you can find out, you could watch later in the week, because I'll have it posted. You're going to Louisville, right? So people can see you at Louisville. So go up, say hi, introduce yourself, and then Cameron can be like, cool, man, nice to meet you, and then he'll meet you again like 6 months later and not have an idea who you are, because that happens.
That is so true that it hurts, because it does, because I had so many people at nationals walk up to me and be like, "Hey, are you UVS Hermit?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, cool, I watch your stuff. I learned how to play from you,
Yeah.
and I just get deer in headlights because I'm not used to communicating with people.
Yeah.
So if I am socially awkward, bear with me. That happened with I don't know if it was Wub, but it was someone from another content creator. I actually got to play Snuggy. It was Snuggy.
Oh, Snuggy. Okay. Yeah.
He and I played at nationals. He's like, "Yeah, you actually taught me how to play." I'm like, "You're a professional content creator. You don't get to tell me I taught you anything.
I know,
Don't
right?
say that."
Yeah, I know.
Let's just enjoy the match without you being like, "Oh yeah, you taught me how to play." I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the imposter syndrome. I don't know.
Nah, no imposter. You're the real thing, man. So you do great work. So I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
We love having you in the content creator sphere. So
Even though I only pop in every like 3 months or so to say something.
It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's fine. Like being in the Discord stuff is just it's there. It's there to need you use it when you need it, right? And that's what it's there for. Everything else, it's all like icing on the cake, man. As long as you're doing the work on your channel and trying to get better and helping other people get better, that's all you need, man. That's all the validation you need. So that, and when they
certainly try to keep that dream alive.
That, and when they send you free product. That's another thing. That's another thing of validation is when they send you free stuff.
That definitely helps. That definitely helps with the headache of trying to figure out what video I need to make next for them. So yeah, it certainly soothes. But yeah.
Awesome.
And again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you telling me that I need to get on content creation and get down off my mountain.
Yep, I'm glad you did.
Which is where the Hermit name actually came from. It came from you.
Yeah. Well, that one I won't. That one was just it just was there in the ether and we plucked it. So, but all good. So everybody, so again, thank you, Cameron, for coming on. Appreciate you. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe. Please go support him on his channel. He does good work. Jay says Discord is only to yell at Justin Birch and or David Toombs. Yes, of course, always. Why not? Always. You got to keep the kids in line. That's just the way it goes.
Normally I'd yell about David Toombs, but he helped me on my Nick Reagan video, so I have to obligatory be nice.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. You could say it's fine. It's all good, man. It's good. You don't have to subscribe to the I Hate David Toombs club like I do. So, but that's just me. Anywho, that'll wrap this.
No, it's just his takes give me a headache.
His takes are a headache, and yes, and we're all dumber for it. This will end. On that note, we will end this week's episode of Take 10. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit those bells for notifications so you don't miss a video or an episode of Take 10. Especially, don't forget, we have the In Case You Missed It streams that comes out a couple days after this does. So you can see us pregame and just chit-chat, just get into the flow of conversation. So, yeah, that's all I got. And with that, I know the boys on Final Round wanted me to join tonight to talk about my event that happened over the weekend. So I guess I'm heading over there. I don't know if they're streaming yet, but I think we're just going to end the stream. So, yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, maybe Friday we're playing some games. I don't know. You're getting ready? Cool. I'll be there shortly. I think we're playing games on Crash Course this week. I may try a new deck. I don't know. I'm lazy. I want to build an Allura deck. I'm lazy, though. So we'll figure it out as we go during the week.
Play Rumbling Smiling Titan.
See, okay, I've already done my Smiling Titan deed, and I got punished for it in the last league where I got teched against. My buddy brought Godzilla knowing he was going to play me, and it was the 1-8 matchup, and I lost to the 8th seed who hadn't played in 3 months. And just because Godzilla owns Smiling Titan, because he just like reset board, cool, I can't do anything, I die. So yeah, but yeah. Anywho, all right, everyone. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Ending stream. Bye. Bye.